Hi, everybody. So my name is Jared Milrad. I'm the founder of A Show for a Change, and we created Movikarma. I'll start with a story, actually. We are storytellers. That's what we do. So I've been a storyteller and a filmmaker for the last over half decade. And before that, a social impact activist and advocate and social entrepreneur. So for me, this journey started a couple of years ago. I was at the Sundance Film Festival, if you ever heard of it. It's all the way in Park City, Utah. So imagine tromping through the snow on a very cold day in the middle of the festival, going to a documentary screening. In this case, it was a documentary about Siberian tigers and how they're disappearing quickly and heading towards extinction. Really powerful film. Folks watched the film. The film ended. Folks cheered. There was a quick message at the end of the film, in the end credits, about donating to the World Wildlife Fund to support the tigers, and then folks left. So if you could imagine being in the audience, that's exactly the problem that we're addressing. We're a video streaming platform that's unlike anything else that's really out there. We're focused on social impact and charitable giving. And this is a multi-billion-dollar market that's right for a distribution platform that actually helps people give back. Gen Z millennials, as you'll see there, are more likely to donate after watching video content. So we're really targeting that young audience, which is, is the largest population ever in the history of humanity. There's also a lot of fragmentation, and to Donna's point earlier about regulatory changes, there's actually been some really interesting changes in federal tax policy. Won't bore you with the details, but that has affected how people give in terms of their charitable giving. Next slide. Here's the solution. It's Movikarma. We're a social impact streaming platform, which should come up in a second. It's interactive, it's impact driven. We monetize socially and environmentally conscious content, another word for films and shows, and we accelerate charitable giving, again, targeting Gen Z millennials. You'll see there what we do. We create and curate the content. We partner with mission aligned charities and brands, and we drive impact and monetization. Next slide. Demo I'm going to skip for a moment, but I have a video demo that I can show you and give you a quick sense of how this works. But for the sake of time, we'll go to the next slide and I'll show you some images to the platform. Quick snapshot of the, I know, I wish I didn't skip the demo, but it's about 4 or 5 minutes long. So I'll move quickly here.
I know speaking.
I know, I know, but quickly about the market size. Over $17 billion in the US in terms of revenue for video streaming alone. Charitable giving is also a massive market that a lot of folks underestimate. It's over $286 billion in the US. Next slide. The global market size is also incredibly substantial, over $410 billion given globally to charities, over $35 billion in the subscription video on demand marketplaces, which is the marketplace that we're in. Again, both very, very substantial markets. Next slide. And the advertising video on demand market, which is another component of our platform where folks can watch, think of a YouTube or Hulu, where you can watch for free or discounted to really just enjoy the platform with some ads. That space is also growing quickly, expected to go over 56 billion in the next few years. Next slide. And conscious consumerism, huge marketplace. As some of you may know, Gen Z millennials in particular are very conscious consumers. 90% of millennials said they'll switch to a brand that's associated with a cause as opposed to one that is not. And we are a brand associated with a cause, as are, of course, all the films and content on our platform. Next slide. And so there you go. Product features, some snapshots of the product. So think of, you can actually check out the product right now, movikarma.com, or download it on the iPhone or on Android phones. You'll see there folks can donate connected to any film that they watch on the platform. We have quite a few social impact films on the platform. And you'll see an estimate there, 100,000 views. We estimate about 40,000 raised for charity. And I'll show you in a moment how we monetize that. Next slide. We also provide white label tech to selected partners. So think of any production company or nonprofit that's looking to accelerate the impact of their films or video content in real time. This is a huge untapped marketplace. A lot of nonprofits, even production companies, don't understand how to do that. We also provide rewards to users for taking action and support a variety of causes. Next slide. And our revenue streams. I mentioned subscription video on demand. I mentioned advertising video on demand. We also take admin fees on every donation on a platform or any action taken on the platform, including supporting our filmmakers. Partnerships, data analytics, and our film festival, which I'll talk about in a moment, is another way that we generate revenue to really bring in the underrepresented filmmakers we work with and that we show on the platform. Quick snapshot of our other pieces of our financial model. Our subscription fee is $2.99 a month for standard users, and it varies if you're a student or not. These are some projections. Over 4 million globally we anticipate after a full launch in the first 15 months. And we also have film festival revenue, which I just alluded to, and that's a way for us to bring in new content and new talent. Just to quickly summarize, we're offering is, I think, a unique opportunity to invest in a social impact product that connects underrepresented voices with a really strong team behind it, and also has a really strong potential for acquisition or for purchase when we move to going at scale as a social impact platform. Thanks.